Alvin Tavares here from Cape Coral Investors Network. I'm here with Reed Schweitzer. Did I say your name correctly?
You did. Thanks for having me today, Alvin. Thanks.
So today we're talking about build to rent. Now, Reed is one of the most well-known land wholesalers in all of Southwest Florida, and it's a really good opportunity to build to rent. What are some of the reasons why?
Well, right now, rental demand in Southwest Florida is just really strong. All the way from, Sarasota County through Charlotte into Lee County. The demand is high, rents are high, and, with all the craziness going on in the world right now, we're starting to see a lot of people move to Florida.
The exact type of area we're talking about here is Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, all of Southwest Florida, seeing a lot of increased traffic. Listings have been flat for the most part, but buyer demand is really picking up, and there's some of the reasons why. Let's go ahead and take a look. So Reed, obviously there is a lot of movement towards the build towards rent. For obvious reasons, cost of resale properties are skyrocketing, and it's hard to find those kind of deals that make sense.
Sure.
What makes you guys at Estero Development different or better for an investor compared to all the other ones that are out there?
I think probably the biggest thing is with a lot of the other build to rent companies and entities, they're going to expect you, the buyer, to get a construction loan. With us, we build everything on our dime, so you don't have to go through the hassle or the expense of a construction loan. A lot of times, with all the fees built into construction loans, it takes all the equity out of the property. Where with this, all you have to do is do a small deposit up front to reserve a house. And at the end, you either bring in your cash or your end loan or financing. We have some preferred lenders, or if you have a lender you're comfortable with, we'll be happy to work with them as well.
Yeah.
It really is. With any construction project, it starts with the land. And if you can buy the land right, for example, if you can find $12,000 or $15,000 lots and we're able to acquire them for 7 or 8, and we've got ways to do that.
Yeah.
You're starting off with that $5,000 or $6,000 in equity. And just as an example, the house we're standing in right here in Port Charlotte is selling to investors at 206.9. The most recent appraisal we had in Port Charlotte was 232.
Right.
So you're walking into 20,000 plus in equity right off the bat. Yeah, you could easily go out and get, like you say, an equity line or a HELOC against the property. And we're seeing appreciation rates, and it depends, obviously it's neighborhood by neighborhood, but in Southwest Florida, anywhere between 3 and 6% per year. So that equity is gonna build pretty quick.
Right. You're also gonna get some of the best clients because it's a brand new construction. The house looks gorgeous. It's easy to maintain from their end as well. And it's in prime location. So again, cash flow, immediate equity, and easy, and pretty much the best clients you can find.
Yeah, we found that the renters that you get in new construction, they're willing to pay a premium rent because it's brand new.
Yeah.
They tend to take a little bit better care of it because mentally there's some ownership to a brand new property.
Right.
And they tend to stay a little bit longer. And a lot of times they become your buyer.
Right.
2 or 3 years down the road, they're making you an offer on the property.
Yeah, we're talking about that, where a lot of people are flying down just to get to know the area. And they're looking to rent for a couple of years until they figure out exactly where they want to stay. And oftentimes they realize the place that they were renting is the best place for them.
Yeah. They fall in love with it. They plant flowers, they make it their own, and why pick up and go through the expense and hassle of moving if you're happy where you're at?
Right, and the key is you don't have to pay for the financing of the construction. You pay for the final product at the end. So FHA loan works, conventional loans work, regular investor loans, all those traditional methods that would be available to you, they all work as well.
Without the cost and hassle of the construction loan, which can range between $8,000 and $10,000 between bank fees and points and payments during construction. In a typical construction loan, you're making a payment every month before you even own the product. With the way we have it set up, we take all that on ourselves, and that way the consumer, and whether it's an end user who's going to live here or an investor, all they have to do is get the end loan. They do not have to get a construction loan.
And so you're currently doing projects in Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, or where else?
Northport in Sarasota County.
Yeah. So really it's again, so where an investor wants to build, you guys can acquire the land and start those projects for them.
Yep, and we have, we start between 20 and 40 houses a month. So if you've got an investor who maybe is not ready to go right now today, their money's gonna be freed up 2 months from now, 3 months from now, whatever it is. We'll look at the homes that we have under construction already and say, okay, here's these 3 that are gonna be finishing in September that meet your criteria. And all you have to do is put down a small deposit, wait for it to finish, and then take out the loan at the end, or the cash, or 1031, whatever it is.
Right. To get more information about how to work with Reed and myself on these projects, I'll put a link in the bottom of this video. Click on that, give you more information, and we can schedule a conference call between the 3 of us. We'll figure out which location, which lot makes the most sense for you. We also have a number of projects already in construction that you can go ahead and just jump on and just say, hey, that property right there, I want to just take ownership of it.
Sure.
And what's good is the pricing is pre-negotiated, it's straightforward. If you were to go on Zillow and look for the same property, you're gonna pay $20,000 to $30,000 more. So at the investor rate, it's a good deal for everybody. And if you have any questions for me, click the link in the bottom, ask your questions there. I look forward to working with you next time. Take care.